Hello, welcome to week 3 of Educational Psychology. Thank you so much to everyone who has submitted your Check for Understanding number 1 and your Classroom Observation Reflection video number 1 to me so far. I really enjoyed reading those that I've had a chance to review, and I'm looking forward to reading all of those that I haven't yet gotten to. If you haven't yet received your grade and feedback from me, you can expect that by mid this week. Regarding the feedback, you can always expect to receive some written feedback from me, and that will be uploaded in the form of a Word document for all of the assignments that you submitted as a Word document. So all of the Check for Understanding activities, all of the observation reflections, and then your final paper ultimately. So the way you can access those is to click on the Assignments tab on D2L, and there should be a column that indicates feedback. I will save your document with my initials and then your name and the file title. If you download that, you'll see all of my comments embedded within the Word document and ultimately the associated graded rubric attached on the bottom on a separate page. I highly recommend checking out that feedback whenever it's available because it's a really great method of communication for us, and if I thought there were some things you articulated very nicely, I will be sure to note that in my feedback. On the opposite end of the spectrum, if I thought there were some things maybe you needed some extra clarification on, I will be sure to include that comment as well. So just check for that. It's a really great way for us to communicate, like I said, and for you to check for your understanding on those activities. All right, so we can move right along to the assignments due for this week. As always, check under the Content tab and the associated lesson for this week to receive the detailed instructions on all of these assignments. But ultimately this week, we're going to be talking about Chapter 3, Social, Moral, and Emotional Development. So first, make sure you read the chapter and then check out the D2L page for all of the other assignments and materials to supplement your learning this week. You have, as always, a Check for Understanding activity due this week, so please listen to the narrated PowerPoint, check for those embedded prompts, and respond to them on a Word document, ultimately to be submitted on D2L for my review. Really quickly, I know I posted a announcement about this, but if you're having trouble still with the PowerPoints, just really quickly, if you download them to your personal device or an IEP computer if you're using one, you should be able to click on the little speaker icon on the PowerPoint slides in the bottom right, or to view in slideshow mode, and the audio should play automatically. If you're still having trouble given those instructions, please reach out to IT. I can't provide too much help beyond those instructions that I've given, but those individuals are experts in that field, so I'm sure that you'd be able to find some answers from them. So make sure you check that PowerPoint for your Check for Understanding activity. Then you also have your discussion board post number 2 due this week. So you can check out that associated rubric, which is going to tell you exactly how the points are allocated, as you have an individual post that you're responsible for and 2 responses to peers that you're also responsible for. So check out that rubric and see what I'm looking for again in those capacities, and check for the explicit instructions for that discussion board post within the discussion board tab. You also have your first quiz due this week. That is covering Chapter 1, our introductory chapter, Chapter 2, cognitive development, and Chapter 3, this week's content, social, moral, and emotional development. That will be worth 25 points and in the form of multiple choice questions, potentially true-false questions, and short answer questions. Some mix of those. And as always, your assignments are due by Saturday at 11:59 p.m. So please be sure to be prompt as to not lose any points. But so far, everyone's been doing a fantastic job with that and with all of your submissions. I'm really enjoying reading all of your work and having the chance to provide you with some feedback. So if you have any questions about the assignments, the material, or maybe any feedback that I gave you, please feel free to reach out. Visit me during office hours, shoot me an email, or if it's a class question, you can post in the general course discussion board. Thanks so much. I will talk to you virtually all this week.